Their share of problems, boy. They were there, then they were gone. Now they are back. 2 hours to midnight at MMS. Present the Ghost Inside and the Searching for Solace tour. Almost 10 years ago, these guys had a head-on collision. Tour bus against tractor trailer. Their drummer lost a leg. These guys went on hiatus, boy, but they're back. And they got a whole bunch of friends coming with them. Gideon Void, A Vision of Virtue on the bill. They're from Lansing, Michigan. It's all going to go down at the Agora. It'll be a good show. Wednesday night, December the 11th, if you want to go. AgoraCleveland.com. We'll have all the details on the show, but this pair of tickets is for you. If you're caller 10, 2 for the Ghost Inside. Good to see those guys back. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Summertime means beers, barbecues, and fishing the occasional drunk friend out of the lake while he searches for his arm. Hey, buddy, you find it? This is the Alan Cox Show.
Remember Meow Meow Kitty?
Oh, yeah.
The late, great Matt Bond? Was that his name?
Yeah,
Matt?
yeah.
Matt Bond, yeah. He died 6-7 years ago. But Meow Meow Kitty, boy, Digital Women. They had a couple of good songs. This was my favorite. Now I just read an article on AI girlfriends and how this is going to be a $2 billion business. AI girlfriends. You come home at the end of a long, hard day and you fire up your phone or whatever else, and the guy
Alexa,
that
you put it in a, they'll have robots and
full
all sorts of
integration
stuff, yeah.
into your real dolls or whatever it is. Yeah.
Real dolls, yeah.
A guy that was writing this tech article that I was reading, he said, whoever pairs AI girlfriends with whatever else is going on in tech will have created the next multi-billion-dollar dating app. He was talking about he had met a guy at a tech conference in Miami who told him that he spends $10,000 a month on AI girlfriends. And he's like, I thought he was kidding. I thought he was joking with me. He goes, but he's a 24-year-old single guy who makes a lot of money, and he loves it. Some people play with video games, the guy said. I play with AI girlfriends. And again, I don't know how the whole thing lays out. If you're watching the live stream, I mean, it's getting more and more difficult to determine real from not. I mean, that is Rebecca. She's 51. She is AI. She doesn't exist. She's a fitness coach. And then there's Alice. There's a shot taken from up above, of course, so you can get the full on. You might notice in the full pantheon of AI girlfriends are available, they all have giant boobs.
Giant boobs.
I mean, there have to be guys that are into, the itty-bitty committee. So
I'm sure they're out there.
Alice is all about good wine and great food.
Ugh.
Amaya, she's 36.
I don't want a robot eating and drinking wine.
A dominant housewife. See, again, giant boobs. These are all AI girls, by the way. And so the guy says, whoever can create this dating app and getting these dudes to spend all this money, the market cap for Match Group is $9 billion.
Dudes
Somebody will
are
build
lonely.
Somebody will build the AI version of it and make $1 billion plus. Guys are lonely, yes.
You want to go to therapy and learn how to actually be with women? How much does it cost to just have an AI girlfriend?
Yeah, if it costs me more or as much as the AI girlfriend, I think you know my answer. But it's going to be big, big business. And the more that they can integrate that in. Now, of course, as with any tech, I mean, the downside is going to be it's going to be rife with abuse. Guys are going to get scammed. You know, everybody goes, every time we do one of the stories, the less empathetic among us will go, ha, 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 when some old lady gets scammed out of her money because she thought she was talking to Steve Perry from Journey. But this is going to happen to a lot of young dudes who have disposable income with AI girlfriends. Nobody thinks it'll happen to them.
And then
but you get your brain
data leaks. There's gonna be AI girlfriend data leaks, where they're that's gonna not be well.
Yeah,
that's not gonna go great.
These guys, you get their head all in a froth, and you have an entire. Think about this. Think about the guy who took a shot at Trump. They thought that they were going to dig into this guy's life and find out that he was some. I mean, they
Very
were
political person.
Yeah, they were
way,
praying he was going to be some Antifa type dude or whatever, but he wasn't. He was a lonely dude who had guns. That's a bad combination because there's a whole generation of young, lonely dudes who are disassociated from each other, and they're angry, and they're mad that they're not getting laid, and they don't have $10,000 a month. They don't have that kind of disposable income like the dude in the article. He's like, I'm just having fun. I'm spending 6 figures on pictures of hot chicks. I'm sure there's more to it than that if you're dropping $10,000 a month, but I'm curious what that integration is. I guess it's like that movie Her with Scarlett Johansson. I never saw it, but the premise is he falls in love with an Alexa, right? Before there was Alexa, that movie kind of saw into the future a little bit, or where things were naturally going. But big biz. Hey, listen, if you have an opportunity to invest in a company that's working on AI girlfriends,
gotta pick the right one.
Take it. It's always, you can be first, you can be best, or you can cheat. And it's always best to be first, out of the gate.
Oh, I can't wait for Cheaters AI girlfriend edition.
Oh, God. We tracked your IP address.
Right. It's going to be catfish, but with actual fake girls. I love that I could use my voice notes now with my AI girlfriends, is what the guy said. I get to customize my girlfriend. Why go out and find someone for whom you might be able to customize yourself a little bit, right? Everybody kind of has to compromise a little bit if you want the pieces to fit.
Give and take.
Give and take, of course.
It's part of a relationship. It's the
That's
beauty of a
all
relationship.
nonsense now when you can just create a person.
Yeah, delete that. Let's go ahead and take that out of the code there.
Yeah. So the two main websites right now are Candy AI and Cupid AI, spelled with a K. The guy said I can customize my girls any way I see fit. Likes, dislikes. At the end of the day, he said it's all about comfort. Virtual companions for immersive and personalized chats. I guess for dudes weaned on dating apps where they're mostly just texting with girls or messaging with them, this isn't really any different.
Right.
You don't have to go pay for dinner. They'll tell you everything that you want to hear, I guess.
When you're done talking, you can just be like, and you're not getting cheated on because they're not there's definitely a market for this for people.
Yeah. So the company that owns a bunch of the dating apps, this Match Group company, market cap on them is about $9 billion. They own Tinder and Hinge and OkCupid and all that. So the first company to come up with AI girlfriends that they can integrate into those dating apps. But you'd have to tell them, too. There would have to be transparency, right? You
or
can't
like a badge on their profile
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Like if they're going to mix them in with regular women.
Yep.
Or is it all just an app full of AI?
Well, I don't know. That's what they're going to have to figure out. Websites like Romance AI offer up virtual dating partners that can mimic real-life human interactions. Another app called Forever Companion, you have the opportunity to chat with bots based on popular social media influencers. All right. And so there's all kinds of, and again, they all have big boobs. So there has to be, I'm sure that there's a girl somewhere
There's probably
that are flat for the guy who necessarily doesn't want that much stuff upstairs. I mean, that's all fine. If this were me, I'm an ass man. So it's all fine and dandy. There's nothing wrong with a great rack. But that's not it's not what everybody's going for.
Are there any women?
Great ass! Are there what?
Are there any women asking for a AI boyfriend?
No, there's
Why not?
Why,
You're always saying women, not you specifically, Mary, but women are always saying how they can't find a man. Here you go, AI man.
I played that clip a while ago of all the girls on TikTok, the Gen Z girls who were like, I'm falling in love with Dan, which was one of the dude alter egos on ChatGPT or something. And I know they were being cheeky, but it doesn't take much more than that to push people in a certain direction.
Yeah,
They said,
I don't know.
1 in 5 people said that they have flirted with chatbots, and 1 in 5 people also said they were AI fished. We're going to have to come up with a better word for that, better portmanteau, meaning that they didn't realize they were talking to a chatbot. So it's a brave new world of giant fake jugs. They're perfectly
Even faker.
Yeah, right.
Already a lot of fake jugs out in the world, and now they're CGI.
You'll never feel these.
Yeah.
You'll see them. You'll never feel them. I got money here. Last chance today for you to win. It's $1,000 in the Buzzard bookie. About 30 past every hour all day long. You get one of these. And this is the last one. We'll start it up again tomorrow morning. So good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Oh my God, you are killing me here with this charmed explanation. They are 3 witches who are the charmed ones who are fighting demons and other types of demon-like creatures. And that is it. They're not, there's like police that get involved because people suddenly die because they didn't know they were demons and stuff like that. But they're not like, it's not Monk. It's supernatural. It's like Buffy, but witches.
Boy, she had a lot to say.
She must be your favorite show.
I guess she had to get a lot off her chest.
Nothing wrong with being right.
You'd think that would have been it.
Oh, she's
Okay,
not done.
Crazy Charmed Lover Girl is back. Yes, they did have to say an incantation to get their powers, but if you know the history of the show and you figure this out in the very first episode, really, their family hid their powers from them to protect them until they were old enough to get their powers back. So they forgot that they were witches as adults, from like their childhood till they became adults. Said an incantation by mistake and became the charmed ones. Okay, I'm done.
Who gives a crap?
I think we have a candidate for someone that needs an AI boyfriend.
Oh, Bill.
No, she's a big Charmed fan. That's okay. That's the beauty of the expanse of the human experience. There are some of us who have never seen a single frame of that show, and then she knows chapter and verse of every single episode because it was on for a while, right? It wasn't like a flash in the pan show.
And that was a network show, so they were doing like 25 episodes a season.
Wow. I mean, what has Holly Marie Combs done besides this show? I mean, I only know her name from that show. Shannon Doherty, people knew from 90210. Alyssa Milano was on Who's the Boss. I mean, they knew her from way back. Holly Marie Combs.
And Alyssa Milano was also in Poison Ivy 2.
Oh, they couldn't get Drew Barrymore to come back?
No, she did a few skin flicks.
Oh, boy. No, I just remember when I was managing the Blockbuster Video, and we had those trailer tapes that would air throughout the store on the video screens. You got one a month, and everybody who worked there by day 3 would be ready to cut their own ears off because you would hear it nonstop. I just remember there was a film that was out at that time, and I remember them saying Holly Marie Combs' name. But I couldn't, for the life of me, tell you what the movie was at that time. Simple Men, I don't know. She was a poker player. She had a cameo in Ocean's 11. Somebody threw her a bone in the first Ocean's 11. But I don't know anything about her other than she has outlived Shannon Doherty. So that whole AI thing sounds like weird science. Yeah, they put a picture of Kelly LeBrock in the fax machine or whatever. You should have to do that now. If you want an AI girlfriend, see,
you got to cut everything out of magazines.
Yeah, you got to find magazines. You got to cut them out. You got to find a fax machine. You got to find a scanner. Mm-hmm. It's too easy now. Too easy. Alan, I'm going to give my AI girlfriend my floppy disk. I get it. Artifishing.
I got my zip drive.
Ah! Zip. Match Group got sued about 15 years ago for using bots to string people along. Well, that was part of I didn't watch the Ashley Madison documentary, but that was a big part of it, is that people didn't know. They were like, oh, there's just as many women as men on there. They're like, no, there weren't.
Nope.
It was 90% men, which I think anybody with a brain would have figured that out.
And then it was employees doing a bunch of the chatting and chatbot stuff, too. Yep.
Holly Marie Combs was on Picket Fences, this person says, one of my favorite shows of all time. Picket Fences. Wow. Is that the show where the guy's a doctor in Alaska?
No, that was Northern Exposure.
Northern Exposure.
And I don't think was he a doctor? Yeah, I think he was a doctor.
Dr. Joel Butler? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Picket Fences is about the town of Rome, Wisconsin. Wow. So it was one of those CBS Friday night shows that your grandmother really liked. And this person who texted me, who I will infer is not a grandmother.
If we're talking about a Friday night CBS show, we should be talking about Walker, Texas Ranger. One of the best shows.
I never saw that either.
Ranger.
I only watched it through Conan clips.
Yeah, right. Watch that, actually.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Well, she was a grandmother, probably.
We've talked about this before, but when Universal and NBC merged, they were able to play all those clips without having to pay any royalties or anything. So Conan had this lever where he'd pull it and then just play like a random clip from Walker, Texas Ranger. And there were so many absolutely absurd ones. And there's one that they waited to play, and it's the Haley Joel Osment one. Is that one the one you
You'll understand why.
And how you doing, little partner?
Fine. And it's little visitor now. Attaboyoli's how you say it in Cherokee.
Oh, well, pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
Boy, there's no transitional material there at all or whatever. Oh, Haley Joel Osment. Of course, that was before he was seeing dead people, but Walker told me I have AIDS.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
Mm-hmm. Of all the ways to find out.
I think we should go to commercial. No? You wanna? You okay? All right, there's one last one. Oh, God. Finally, here's a tape we've never shown labeled Pizza Delivery. That's all it says, Pizza Delivery. I don't even remember what's on this.
Oh, all right. It was just that one. All right. I've got to take a break anyway. Your Guardians coverage begins shortly after 6:05 to be precise, and then 6:40, first pitch around the corner of Progressive Field. It's a 2nd of 4 tonight against the Detroit Tigers on MMS.
The Alan Cox